It is time for some sporting action. D-Day is finally here. It's make or break for the Springboks when they take on host France in the quarterfinal of the Rugby World Cup in Paris later tonight. Now, no one is more aware of the enormity of the occasion than the defending champions themselves.
South Africa and France have only met once before at a World Cup tournament. Their previous meeting was in 1995 when the South Africans secured a nail-biting 1915 semi-final win in a rainy Durban. The Boks are hoping to again emerge victorious, but they are under no illusion that it will be a brutal encounter in the French capital.
When you talk about World Cups, you have to go through the tough ones. And the thing is, for us as a team, at least we've got a good reference point. We've been there before. More especially also you look at in 2019 losing against the All Blacks, and then every game that we played, it was like a final. So I think we're in the same boat, mental wise. Every game that we play now, we can't afford to not to capitalize in the opportunities that we're going to create.
The Boks are taking no chances against Le Bleu. The starting pack is the most experienced ever fielded by the South Africans. All 8 have made at least 50 test appearances and average 78 caps per player. The South Africans say they've all put in a lot of hard work to improve and develop over the last few years.
Obviously we won a World Cup. Luckily, we put in a lot of hard work in 2019 and it came off. And these past 3-4 years we've also put in a lot more hard work. I feel as individuals we've come a long way to make the team better. Skillfully wise, adapting to situations on the field a lot better as well.
The Boks have won 27 of their previous 45 tests against the world's second-ranked team, a winning average of 60%. At this stage, however, statistics don't count for much.
We've had a very good week. We've prepared to the best of our ability, and I think now all the talking has been done, and it's going to be showtime soon for us, and we'll have to deliver on that. We can't bank on what happened 4 years ago.
Kick-off at the Stade de France is at 9 o'clock South African time tonight. Liesel Willifier, SABC News.
Right, so SABC News reporter Katlego Nyoni is at a sports pub in Polokwane where fans are gathering ahead of the Springboks game against France tonight. Katlego, good afternoon. Perhaps you could give us the latest on your end. It's a big game tonight. But how are the fans feeling about this game from your end?
Good afternoon there. Well, of course, ahead of tonight's much anticipated clash there between the host nation France and the defending champion South Africa, we are reporting in Polokwane from a sports bar where the owner tells me there's been much excitement since the start essentially of the Rugby World Cup. Well, we are reporting at that sports bar and we have engaged and talked to some of the supporters. Of course, everyone is rooting for South Africa to retain that Web Ellis trophy. I'm now with the manager of Nguni Grill here in Polokwane, that is Sabc Potgieter. Sabc, thank you very much for joining us on SABC News. First, let's talk about since the inception of this 2023 Rugby World Cup in France, what has the mood been like at your establishment on days particularly when South Africa plays?
Well, it's been difficult because I think they didn't choose the right times because it's on Sunday nights, mostly at 9 o'clock in the evening, and I think a lot of people don't want to come out at that certain point in time.
But tonight you were telling me off record that you're going to let the game run, you're going to close off after the rugby match tonight.
Yes, on Sundays we usually close at 9 o'clock, whereas when we had the games of South Africa playing, we stayed open until the games were finished.
Your predictions for tonight's quarterfinal clash?
Well, it's going to be a very tough game. I think we will win the game, but if we're going to win, it's going to be around 18 points. But if we're going to lose, France will only win by a little.
Sarah, thank you very much for your time. Lizelle, I'm going to talk to some of the fans. If you can move for me. Hi, Jack. Your predictions for tonight's much important clash against France. Do you think South Africa stands a chance of proceeding through to the semi-finals?
Yes, I think South Africa stands a good chance of proceeding to the finals because France just beat South Africa once in the rugby history, so South Africa stand a good chance.
All right. Then I'm going to talk to other fans who have gathered at the sports bar. Jack, if you can just step aside for me a bit. I'm going to talk to these three gentlemen. Lizel, hi guys, thank you for joining us on SABC News. I just want to get your predictions about tonight's all-important game that will determine whether South Africa continues its crusade to win the title for the fourth time. So let me start with you. What do you think will happen tonight in the game?
Basically and obviously we have hope in South Africa since we're with South Africans. Then we're giving it all our best and we're quite positive about what's going to happen. We say go Bokke, we're going to win this.
Yourself?
Okay, since we were the previous champions, it's quite obvious we're going through to the semi-final, going through to the finals. Obviously today we're going to win. Maybe we'll get some free beers inside if we win the game later on.
Lastly for me,
some
sir?
castle for the Bokke.
Forward we go with South Africa. We are going to win this game. We are not afraid of France. So no matter they are hosting or what, we are going to win.
As you can see, Lizel, there is quite much excitement here at the sports bar where fans are thrilled as South Africa continues in its crusade, hopefully to retain the Webb Ellis Trophy in France. It's back to you in the studio.
Katlego, thank you very much. It seems there are some bold and hopeful statements coming through from South African fans ahead of tonight's game. We're obviously wishing the Bokke all the best of luck. Our reporter Katlego Nyoni at a sports pub in Polokwane where fans have gathered ahead of the game taking place at 9 p.m. Central African time.